All right, dude. Well, here's something we haven't done in a while.
All right.
We actually got we get emails, periodically, and they're just sort of like glorifying type emails, and we don't really, feature them on the show. It's more or less, hey, thanks for being a fan, or, appreciate it, or, did you see the email I included you in on tonight?
Just the one about the sitting by the fire?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, we get emails like that, and it's just like, hey, cool, we got an email earlier. I'll mention it since he threw us a picture too.
Sure.
Joe, I don't know where he's from. He just said he just sent us an email with a photo of a fire pit.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know how you say his last name. It's Kajar.
Yeah. It's Raider. That's Raider in the chat room.
Okay, KJAR.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say Raider.
Raider. All right. Well, Raider sent us an email sitting in the backyard with a fire going, listening to the CMS.
Nice.
So that's kind of cool.
I wish I was somewhere that I could do that in today's world. It'd be like 29 degrees here.
But, yeah, that's kind of cool. I like the fact, I like when people let us know that, hey, we're sitting in the barn, or we're sitting around the fire, or we're doing this, or we're doing that, or we're piping in the CMS at the bar or whatever,
Right.
That's always cool to hear. But since we got some email, I haven't played this bumper in like forever and a day, so we might as well play the bumper.
All right.
It's time for the Classic Metal Show to start begging for email.
What the hell is email?
Death sent me an email.
Well, when you figure it out, email me.
And here's your loser beggars, Neely and Chris.
You've got mail.
Why did we start that to begin with? Who was always asking for emails? That was like so many years ago.
Yeah,
that was like 7 years ago.
That was back when we had the Kronos guy and everything else.
Yeah, but we were kind of mimicking somebody who was always begging for emails.
Probably the Rev.
Probably. I'm thinking that's probably the same deal.
Because he was always like, if I don't get emails, I'm going to stop doing this show.
Yeah.
Remember, he used to do, if I don't get a phone call, if I don't get an email.
And he's still up to that shit, which we discovered last week.
Right.
That, I'm getting discouraged. I've been doing this show for 10 months, and I'm not getting any emails or even one phone call.
Yeah, well, what does that tell you?
Nobody's listening.
Yeah, no one cares, dickhead.
Yeah. But anyway, this guy has been following me on my Twitter for a while. And he asked me for some old interviews and stuff that I think he wanted some Jeff Waters interviews, and I dug him out of the archive and shot him over to him because he was a Jeff Waters fan, and I think I shared some 2 or 3 interviews that we'd done over the years with him,
Right.
But anyway, he shot us an email along with a list of a few questions that he would like us to answer.
All right.
To Neely and Chris, my newest radio heroes.
Wow.
That's us.
Okay.
By the way, he goes by Scriball, Skribbal, Scriball.
All right, Scriball.
Scriball. He's a big fan of ours.
All right, well, thank you, Scriball.
Okay, so what's up, fuckers?
Nothing, cocksucker.
I just wanted to say the CMS brings tons of joy and entertainment to my life daily.
Well, thank you.
And for that, you two are the shit.
Well, you're right.
The CMS is like O&A for metalheads.
Okay, I like that.
All right.
That's a very nice comparison. I like that.
I do too. Whether it's ripping into horrible hack radio like the Metal Moose, or just talking about cool out there shit, this show makes my days complete.
Well, thank you.
I sometimes find myself sitting back with a 40 of Old English and a couple of rails of meth, masturbating intensely for the next 6 hours while listening to the Classic Metal Show.
Wow. So wait, let's draw that picture. So we're sitting at a table.
Well, I'm thinking beanbag chair.
Beanbag chair.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. He's probably got the old school 70s style beanbag chair.
All right. He's got a 40 on the floor.
On the floor because, it's within reach on the floor on a beanbag chair.
And a little mirror that he won from the carnival that says Journey across it.
Right.
With meth lined up that he's snorting.
Right. and a bottle of KY and a roll of paper towels.
Nice. And his ass is just accepting those little beads from the beanbag chair going up his ass.
Right. And he's got his, he's either listening via maybe like a smartphone, or perhaps he's maybe got his, laptop pipe through his stereo system at home or something.
That's right. This is quite the picture.
Yeah, so there you go. He says, I sometimes find myself sitting back with a 40 of Old English and a couple of rails of meth.
Cool.
Masturbating intensely for the next 6 hours whilst listening to the Classic Metal Show.
Fantastic.
During these late night meth and liquor and masturbation sessions, I find myself thinking of questions that I would love to hear answered from you guys.
All right.
So we're the purveyors of all things metal.
Well, sit back, lube up, and fire away.
So I figured, fuck it. I'll email the CMS and maybe get a few questions answered on the show.
All right. We're glad to help.
Thanks, guys. Love you, degenerate fucks.
Well, I won't say the same, but okay.
Hail and kill, Scriball.
All right, Scriball. That was a well-crafted email.
Now for some real shitty questions.
Okay.
Do you guys ever plan on releasing some of the real old-school CMS interviews? I've listened to just about all of the bits on the Spreaker and would love to hear some of the archive shit that isn't available online.
Well, let me look here, but I believe it all is. I believe another 10 years of shit is. Oh, not Facebook. Don't we have it on the classicmetalshow.com?
I thought there was a
feed burner thing. Yeah. I'm going there now. Podcasts. Yeah, if you go to theclassicmetalshow.com or classicmetalshow.com and you mouse over where it says podcasts, the last thing in there is archive podcasts. Oh, and that's been taken down by FeedBurner, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. We've been suspended. I wonder what that's about.
Okay.
All right, so no. I'll look into that, and we'll have to answer that later.
Well, somewhere down the road, Screeball.
Yeah.
I have everything we've ever done.
Sure.
And, it is an arduous task to post everything or put something online. And yes, I would imagine somewhere down the road, I can't say if it's in the next year, 5 years, 10 years, but I will release that stuff.
Yeah.
It is a legacy of 20 years plus, depending on the longevity of Chris and myself.
Sure.
But, there's 20 years worth of material that somewhere down the road it will get released at some point.
Yeah, definitely will.
All right. Next question. This one's an easy one for me, but I'll let you answer first.
Okay.
Sam Kinison or Andrew Dice Clay?
Sam Kinison.
Yeah. Or Andrew Dice Clay.
It'd be Kinison without even really much thought.
Yeah, Kinison by far.
Yeah.
I did go to the last HBO taping of Sam Kinison at the Wiltern Theater, and he was killed in the car wreck a year later.
Wow.
So I feel very fortunate that I had that opportunity to go see that and be a part of that and be on the HBO taping. So, yeah, Kinison by far.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's not even really much of a question.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did have a big rivalry at the time, though.
Yeah, but Dice's stuff, how am I going to put it? Kinnison stuff was never dated.
No, because it's relatable to everyday life.
Right. Where Dice's stuff really dated itself fast.
And it was a shtick. Mm-hmm. Kinnison, he was very humorous, very comical.
Right.
But he talked about real life situations.
Sure he did.
Whereas Kinnison did the whole nursery rhyme thing, and you know, it did wear out its welcome, or it did become old. Mm-hmm. But if Kinnison, for whatever reason, were still around today and still doing comedy, I mean, God knows what he, would be doing today should he have, lived.
Right.
He still would have been relevant.
He definitely would have been.
So,
real quick, I just want to go backwards one question. Steve Jackson in the chat room put in, just start the CMS network, just $9.99. That's a WWE joke. But,
yeah.
But there is a CMS network up there, and it's just 000. You can listen to all the old stuff, which is on the network for nothing.
Yeah, but I think he wants to be able to pick and choose.
Yeah, he wants it his way.
Yeah, pick and choose.
Yeah, well, I'll fix that. I just looked while we were doing this, and I see what the problem is. I just have to fix something.
All right.
So I'll get it fixed.
All right. So, Skirball, there will be an opportunity for you to hear old stuff. Chris will fix it for you.
By next week, you know what? I might just put it back on iTunes. I might just start a separate iTunes just for the real old stuff.
Right.
And put it up there. The problem with iTunes is that they limit how many things you can put up there.
Yeah, I think it's limited to 100, right?
Or 300 or something. Whatever it is, it's not enough. We need like 2,000.
Yeah, something like that.
But you know what you could do, and I know where all that stuff definitely is on YouTube. We have 1,500 videos.
Sure.
We have 1,500 different podcasts on YouTube. If you look us up, our channel is Classic Metal Show CMS. That's the name of the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go and do that, you could hear all that stuff on YouTube.
Right.
So it's all there.